early settlements, and ancient Estonia. The history of Estonia begins over 10,000 years ago after the retreat of the last Ice Age glaciers, when Finno-Ugric peoples settled along the eastern coast of the Baltic Sea. These early communities lived by hunting, fishing, and later agriculture, gradually forming distinct tribal societies. Estonia's strategic location between east and west made it an important crossroads for trade, particularly in amber and furs, long before written records. By the early Middle Ages, Estonian tribes had developed their own languages, customs, and local governance, while maintaining strong ties with neighboring Baltic and Nordic peoples. Christianization and foreign rule. In the early 13th century, Estonia's independence came to an end during the Northern Crusades, when German crusading orders and Danish forces conquered the region and imposed Christianity. Estonia was divided between Danish, German, and later the Teutonic orders' rule, integrating it into the medieval European feudal system. For centuries, political power remained largely in the hands of foreign elites, primarily Baltic Germans, while the native Estonian population lived mostly as peasants. Despite limited political influence, Estonians preserved their language, folklore, and traditions, which later became central to national identity. Swedish and Russian periods. In the 16th and 17th centuries, Estonia came under Swedish rule, a period often remembered positively in Estonian history as the good old Swedish time. Sweden introduced legal reforms, improved education, and reduced the worst abuses of serfdom. However, following the Great Northern War, 1700 to 1721, Estonia was absorbed into the Russian Empire. Under Russian rule, serfdom was reintroduced and economic conditions worsened for many Estonians, though the 19th century brought gradual reforms, including the abolition of serfdom and increased access to education. National awakening and independence. The 19th century saw the rise of the Estonian national awakening as intellectuals, writers, and educators promoted the Estonian language, literature, and cultural pride. This movement laid the foundation for political self-determination. After the collapse of the Russian Empire during World War I, Estonia declared independence in 1918 and successfully defended it during the Estonian War of Independence. The interwar period was marked by democratic governance, land reform, and cultural growth, establishing Estonia as a modern European nation-state. World War II and Soviet occupation. Estonia's independence was short-lived. In 1940, the country was occupied by the Soviet Union under the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, followed by Nazi German occupation during World War II, and then reoccupation by the Soviet Union in 1944. The Soviet era brought mass deportations, political repression, and forced collectivization, profoundly affecting Estonian society. Despite these hardships, national identity survived through language, culture, and quiet resistance. Restoration of independence and modern Estonia. In the late 1980s, Estonia played a leading role in the peaceful singing revolution, using mass demonstrations and cultural unity to demand freedom. In 1991, Estonia restored its independence following the collapse of the Soviet Union. Since then, the country has rapidly transformed into a democratic, technologically advanced state, joining NATO and the European Union in 2004. Today, Estonia is known for its digital innovation, strong democratic institutions, and commitment to preserving its cultural heritage, reflecting a long history of resilience, adaptation, and determination.